What a stunning venue. We are live at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Up first is the artist. You can see who has the power advantage. Up against them, they'll be facing Machine. And you can see they will have a speed advantage. Fighting as... First up, we have the artist from Portugal. The last time we saw them in action, they impressed everyone with that big KO victory. They'll be squaring up against the Machine from Mexico. The last time we saw them in action, suffered a very close loss. Let's see if their fortunes turn around here.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
Not too many seats. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. The perfect counter lands. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Nope, that hook won't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Whoa, Johnny! They're in trouble! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. And there's the bell for round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Jab misses. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. They both want a knockout, you can tell. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A lot of effort being exerted here. The straight right just misses. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Couldn't land that jab. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Just misses with that uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the cornerman.
Here's the bell for round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
With that jab. Holding nothing back here in the round. Misses with the right uppercut. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. This round still. Hold it right there. Where was the defense? And down goes Machine. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four. You are ready.
What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response.
On to the fifth we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? They exchange punches. Nice exchange here from both men. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. And he scores with the counter. Watch that jab. So much for defensive abilities. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
And that hook misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by... Let's start the sixth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice. Hold that thought! And they got caught! And Machine goes down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Just misses with that uppercut. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Did you see that? And we may see an early stoppage here. This could be the end. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
What a white one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Here we have the artist. And they do have a reach advantage here. And they'll be facing Slugger. And they will have a power advantage here, fighting in the bantamweight division.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds.
So they stare into each other. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Neither fighter willing to slow down. That uppercut misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. He threw a punch and just got countered. Looking to land the hook. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't score. And now going for the finish. Looks like they've shaken. And what else could they do but to take a knee here?
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
On to the second round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Jab does not score. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Look at those crosses landing. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
One punch could change everything in this battle. So close with that uppercut. What a massive upset this would be. And Slugger has been dropped. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down. On to the third. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Well done with that counter shot. No rest for the weary. Whoa, wait a minute. Do you believe what we are seeing? And down goes Slugger. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They miss with the jab. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
On to the fourth we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Just missed with that hook. So much for defensive ability. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? Yes, sir. We fight on here. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Slugger goes down. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. First up, the artist. As you can see, they will enjoy a reach advantage. They're coming up against Wild One, and they will enjoy a power advantage, fighting in the bantamweight division.
Brawlers are a nightmare. You've got to be strong and fit. Use that long reach, use that long jab. Do it that way, you'll be safe all night.
First up, we have the artist from Portugal. Last time we saw them in the ring, they won by KO. They'll be facing the Wild One from Portugal. And they hold the SCI national title, coming off a very tough decision loss in their last fight.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Portugal, the artist. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Portugal, wearing the white trunks with light green trim. Here is the current national bantamweight champion, the Wild One.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up? After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. That uppercut straight through the gloves. Good defense stopping that jab. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Nice hook. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill. Tap.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Do you believe what we are seeing? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just avoids the left uppercut. That uppercut does not score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the... There's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Lucky that hook didn't score. Missing with the hook. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. So much for deep. The wild one goes down. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
There's the bell to start round 3. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Do you believe what we're seeing? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, and the wild one gets dropped. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here. It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. Here we have so much hype. Great day. Big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. So close with that uppercut. And that jab just missed with the left hand. He threw the hook, didn't land. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. So here is the champ defending the title yet again. That left uppercut doesn't score. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? The corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? The wild one goes down. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight. And well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
He's up, but
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
can make or break a fighter.
Here we go for round two. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Incredible work rate. You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Just avoids the left uppercut. Can't find a home with that jab. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Punch, counter punch.
He knocked his opponent almost out of the ring. That's what you call stamping your authority. So if you're getting in there with him tonight, you've got to make sure, you know what, I've got to make sure I've got a landing mat, because this is going to be a tough night tonight.
It got out of the way of that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this. Did you see that? The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know what, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
There's the bell to start round three. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Stamina is off the charts. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. The courage on display here is incredible. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt. Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Nope, that uppercut does not score. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. And they got caught. And the wild one gets dropped. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Loved the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Why weren't they covering up? And now they're right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. That counter shot lands. Good counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters, did you see that? They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And the wild one goes down. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Even up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Here we go in the 6th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. And that hook misses. Whoa, and you saw the balance go, and the wild one gets dropped. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it. Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is the artist. And they will... First up, the artist from Portugal. And they hold the SCI national title. Their last fight...
This bout is...
So they stare into each... The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Big hooks upstairs. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? That counter shot lands. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership. Hold it right there! Why weren't they covering up? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Seemed like eternity for them, finally. And there's the bell to start round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
At some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our... And Fists of Fire goes down. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see...
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. So much for defensive abilities. And down goes Fists of Fire. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Shot from the gods, they say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate.